falls out, and he stuck his hand in his gut and ripped those intestines straight out. And I thought that was the best thing. And Gavin was like,
"Oh my God!" Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf with Poetry. Is that right? My Twisted Lyf TV with Poetry. I am Poetry, and this is
Keena.
And we are here with The Walking Dead mid-season premiere. Season 8, episode, I forgot the number. 9 or 10, Honor. So, this particular episode really didn't, I don't even know how to describe it. It was kind of like a filler episode with a little bit of action, but not really.
A lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions. For Keena, I actually didn't cry.
I'm an emotional person.
I just felt like a little disheartened, but I think the way that they strung out Carl's death, you know, I had no shock. Like, he died. Like, even when he pulled up his shirt on the last episode and I saw the bite mark, I was like, oh, Carl was good. I cried. I was a little distressed, but, you know, if we had seen it happen, I'd have felt a little bit more.
They showed it, too.
Yeah, they showed it this episode, but we already knew what happened. Well, at least we already made up in our minds what happened.
Yeah, we knew he got bit, but we didn't know when it happened.
We guessed it good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we guessed it was going to happen. So, how did the episode start off? It started off with Rick.
And that bomb eyeliner.
With his red eyeliner on, saying his mercy prayer, and him and Michonne digging the grave. Then we move on to over to Morgan.
No, Gavin and Ezekiel.
We moved to Gavin and Ezekiel?
Mm-hmm. First.
What happened? Because I don't remember. I thought we moved to Morgan looking at the people at the sanctuary.
No, I thought it was Gavin and Ezekiel.
You go ahead on to that thing.
Maybe. We might have did Morgan.
Because I thought we went to Morgan.
No, it was Gavin and Ezekiel first. Because he was like, he was talking to Ezekiel, basically saying what he was saying last episode, like you should have just gave up anyway. And then we switched to Morgan, because remember, Morgan did the sanctuary thing, and then he saw Gavin and them driving off when he left. So the whole Gavin and Ezekiel thing maybe happened after Morgan.
That's what I thought, because I thought we went straight over to Morgan.
Oh, no, I'm still thinking
Don't mind us, y'all.
I'm thinking about Carl still. That's no problem.
We went with the Morgan at the sanctuary, and he was looking at, still scoping the building, and all the walkers was walking around. And Morgan, was the other sights on that he noticed there was some movement in the building. And once he noticed movement in the building, he noticed that they started taking out the walkers. And he couldn't figure out what they was doing because they wasn't hitting all of them. But then they realized that they was like dropping a path of dead bodies so they could escape out the building. And other lookers that was on the lookout, everybody said that they was doing the same thing around them. So when Morgan realized that they was trying to escape, it was like too late. So they busted out the building. And he was like, everybody fall back. But for some reason, they started shooting at Morgan too.
I think they saw him.
Or heard him or saw him, one of the two. And they started shooting up there at the building. And, yeah.
He did have a sniper rifle out there.
He did. So. And then Morgan went into his red rage again. Whoop, whoop. And,
my favorite.
Yeah, so he started running through the building, trying to make sure that he escaped. And he noticed that the walkers were following the opera music. It was still playing.
I hate the opera music.
Thanks to Eugene. So that music was still playing. And that god-awful song that they kept playing with Carl, because they kept going back to the sewer. We got a lot of flipping flap.
Yeah, like when they went back to the sewer, like for Carl, they showed everything that happened, like that we didn't see, like when he started writing the letters and when he got back and, changed the bandages and everything. But that song they played
was annoying.
I'd rather hear Easy Street. And I could not stand that song. I heard it in my dreams. I hated that song. I don't know what that little happy-go-lucky, like, song, I don't know what that song was they was playing. It was bad.
It was horrible. Whoever sang that, y'all should stop. Oh. Y'all should stop. Like, yeah. So yeah, we got to, we got to see Carl actually get bit. Like, everybody speculated he got bit out in the woods when he was helping Sadiq. Yeah. And Rick is really just learning who Sadiq really is, or hearing about the fact what happened. Yeah. Why he was out there, because he thought the saviors had killed him. So I don't know how we should go forward. Let's go with,
because it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth. So I was like, whose story should we really go with first?
I guess we can do Carl.
Do Carl first?
No, we can do Carl after.
Yes. So
Morgan and Carol and all them.
Yeah, okay, so Morgan, after he go into his little red raised moment, we're not gonna go in order. We're probably not gonna hit on everything. We just gonna like cover some basics. He ran into his little red raised moment, and he decided that he was gonna make his way back to the kingdom. At the same time, Carl
is leading the other people to where she used to stay.
Right. To
and
her cottage.
Little boy Henry.
Ben's little brother.
Why? Why?
Look, Henry he's like, look, you don't taught me how to shoot. Morgan done taught me how to fight. I'm going with you. You ain't going by yourself. I'm going out there and we're going to handle these streets.
And Carol's like, no. And what did he do?
He went, teach the kids and let them lead the way.
But, you know, we get shown Morgan at the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hears some rustling behind him. So he got his gun ready. It's just Carl.
Yeah.
And he like, I seen Henry running. And Carl like, this little bastard.
I told his ass to stay back with the rest of the folks at the cottage. But yeah. I knew Henry wasn't going to stay.
So now they had to actually, you know, take out the saviors. Because at first they was just going to go in like a little recon message and get Ezekiel and then go. Now they got to take him out because they don't want Henry to die. Because
Mm-hmm.
they gonna take Henry out.
Yeah.
They would have saw him. He would.
And at this moment, Gavin is trying to. He basically just asking, chastising Ezekiel, like, why you do something so stupid? We had something good. I was one of the good bad guys. You know, I kept my word. And, you know, Ezekiel like, it ain't too late to turn back now. You know, let go of that damn pride and come on back over to the light side. Get away from the dark side. You know, this is your opportunity. You know, you're the author of your own, what's he called? I forgot the story. You're the author of your own story.
Yeah. And he was like, I don't want to be the author. Like, I live, you die. And I'm just sitting here like, you could be the narrator. I mean, you ain't gotta be the author.
I don't know what Gavin's issue was. I was like, dude, you know you don't really. He kind of feel like pretty much everybody was saying the same thing, really. He pretty much saying, this is who I've become. This is who I am. I can't change.
Yeah.
That's really what he was saying.
Like, yeah, that was him. And then Morgan was kind of like the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Carl was like, he has changed, but, you know, in a better way than everybody else. And he was talking to Rick, and he like, you can change to who you used to be.
Because you've done it before.
Now, the problem with that, which Rick we talking about? Because, you know, we got first Rick, we got when the whole Sean and Lori thing, then we got after Lori, then Herschel Rick. It was just too many Ricks.
Variations of
so which Rick do we want back? I mean, I like them all, because, you know.
And at the same time, Henry has now become a different person.
Oh, definitely.
And this is something that Morgan is like, you know, Morgan been trying all his doggone seasons to not go back to that dark place. And now he done see that he done created a monster. I said to Keena that I think Henry finna become the next Carl in as far as actions is concerned.
Action.
Because he's like, I had to do it. And remember when Carl shot people, that's what he was saying. I had to do it. And he was trying to remember when Rick back in the day was trying to tell Carl, you don't need to kill nobody. You don't have to do this. And he's like, no, I have to. And that's kind of how Henry is at this point. He feel like he had to do it.
Can't nobody.
He took Trevor out. Gavin. Trevor. I'm gonna miss Trevor from GTA.
He never played.
I know, but I know he was on GTA. He is dead.
Trevor is not dead on GTA.
I'm talking about on the show.
He ain't dead on here either.
Henry stuck him in the net.
That's not Trevor. That's Gavin.
Gavin is Trevor.
Gavin is not
I've
Trevor.
always called him Trevor.
Who is Trevor?
That's his name on GTA.
No, it's not.
What's his name on GTA?
His name is Trevor on GTA, but Gavin is not Trevor.
Yes,
That's Simon.
That's true. Well, man, on punk ass. I forgot about him.
He's still there. You know, I love me some.
Okay, now we just answered the last
Simon
question too.
Back.
The ending threw me off, and I was like, "Who the hell is left?" Simon is still left. Mm-hmm. Simon, I already think he nigga. So
Simon got this.
Oh my goodness! So Carl going through a lot of emotions, taking us through a lot of emotions.
Yeah, a lot of emotions.
Carl kind of really matured in this particular episode. He went from a teenager to a grown ass man in this episode. He had to be there for Rick, pretty much. That's pretty much what was going on. He had to be there for Rick. He had to be there for Michonne.
That Judith scene, that's where I cried. I cried right there. That hurt me.
Didn't Judith do some good crying? They gave that baby some action. Somebody pinched her or something. She had a good cry and just brought her out of you. I was like, oh my God, Judith, no. Don't cry like that. Oh.
We all over the place.
So we done skipped all over the place.
We just skip to the end.
Well, yeah, because back at the back.
We forgot Dwight. And all of them talking about if they was going to go up there or not. And technically Dwight was right in that whole situation.
That's true. They was trying to leave up out the sewer. Yeah, we bouncing all over the place. Mm. They trying to leave up out the sewer and head to the hilltop. They thought that was going to be the safest place. Remember, Maggie's back at the hilltop. And, but Michonne was panicking. She's freaking out. She's like,
we gotta go. We gotta go.
And she's like, go up there and tell your people to stop. And I'm like, you know damn well, they already know he the traitor.
Yeah, Dwight can't go back.
Dwight cannot go back. Ain't no turning back for him. So he told him, like, it's not going to be the best thing for us to go right now. They ain't got enough ammo to keep this up all damn night. Let them die out and let them go on their little merry little way.
Also, another thing that I realized, and I think it was kind of like a breaking moment for me, is when Dwight was like, you know, all of y'all can get to the hilltop safe. Like, y'all can. And then Daryl was like, no, we can't. He included Dwight. I was like, look at Daryl. Look at growing up.
Growth.
I mean, right now, Dwight is I don't hate him as much as I used to. I mean, he had our back, but I still want him to die at some point.
I still feel about him the same way I feel about Gabriel. I don't care if he was on our side. I still didn't like him.
I like Gabriel. Speaking of Gabriel, when is he
Gabriel's still with Negan.
Oh, he is. Eugene, too.
Yeah, Gabriel's still with Negan. Yeah.
We'll see them one day.
And so,
maybe.
What else was going on?
Not much. Other than
the dream sequence.
Oh yeah, that's the dream sequence. You know, Judith all grown up. She see Jerry. You know, he came there for dessert, but Sadiq got him working. He was like, no, I just want dessert.
I think they're gonna have Jerry and Sadiq together, because he said that Sadiq is hard to resist.
He said hard to say no to.
Hard to say no to. And then they exchanged a look. Because they know in the comic book there is Jesus is our homosexual character, and Thomas Paine is homosexual in real life. So everybody have already been shipping him and Daryl together. I just don't see it with Daryl.
I see it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it with Daryl. I don't know. Daryl needed love though. He needed some love. I'm like, God, he needs somebody to love.
Everybody do Daryl and Carol, and I'm like,
no, that's like his mama.
Yeah, that's what. And then I like Carol and Ezekiel. Hey, Auntie. Yeah, Carol and Ezekiel. That's my. Yeah, I like them. Make it happen.
Y'all noticed that Ezekiel was walking without a limp. I'm just saying.
He saw Carol and he was like, hey.
He was barely on a good leg. He was like, that last episode, he was dragging that leg. And
like, these legs.
He walking like, shoot, I ain't gonna let my boo see me struggle. Right. What?
I see you, Ezekiel. I do the same thing.
So yeah, so that whole little dream sequence that we've been watching, what we call Old Man Rick dream sequence, has really been Carl imagining all these this whole time. We still not sure, because Keena brought up, we're not sure if the dinner that they showed with Glenn and everybody, if that was Carl's dream as well.
But I feel like it is. I feel like it was.
Yeah, you know, because even though, like I said, he grew up a lot in this episode, he was still a teenager. He was still a young child. So, you know, you have fantasies of things that, you know, you want to have happen. He thinks everybody can kumbaya and come together and be one big happy family. You know, foes can become frenemies.
It happens. Has happened a couple times.
It has happened. He gave the example of being at the prison when all those enemies got together to fight against another common enemy, pretty much.
I'd rather not think about the prison.
So,
but you know, and Rick was like, I will make that happen. I'll make it happen. But as much as I would love a nice, happy ending, it ain't gonna happen. I know it ain't. I know
it can't happen.
Half of them people gonna be dead.
It can't happen, because then it'll be the end of the show. You can't have no long-term kumbaya moment. That'll be the end of the show. But we did learn that Sadiq is a resident doctor, whatever. So now we're going to have a new doctor. Mm-hmm. So that's a good thing. And, you know, the speech that Sadiq gave, you know, about how he wants to honor Carl, honor the name of the show. I think he saved his own ass with that one. Because Rick and Michonne was there listening like, okay, you know, this ain't all in vain. You know, they could probably forgive him better. Because
Rick was already like the dude from the gas station. Mm-hmm. That's who it was. And then, you know, I think what really started letting them, like, not be so mad is when he gave him the medicine.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Anti-inflammatory
steroid. I did not know that. I thought that was, like, really interesting to learn.
Like, somebody, I guess they're not going to ever work on a cure anymore or even look for it.
They really ain't. I don't think it's going to be the type of show with the cure.
Yeah.
Basically, all you got to do, well, you can't really do that because even if you, like, just die naturally, you still turn. I was like, if you take out all the zombies, I mean, you technically good. But I mean, if somebody just randomly died,
but see, if they came up with a cure, which I think they have, because you know I'm a conspiracy theorist anyway. I think that they already have. Then it'll be us against the people who got the cure. Because you know, definitely. Of course, the people who got the cure, who got rights to it, or you know, have it in their hand, want to give it out to just a certain few people, just like in Maze Runner. Mm-hmm. They only want to give certain people the vaccine. Everybody can't get it. So then it'll be a fight for who's going to get that vaccine, who's going to be the one to be saved. Because we still have not figured out where that helicopter came from. Remember that helicopter that passed over?
Right.
We still have not figured out what that helicopter has to do with the show. So maybe that's going to play into it. So at the end, you know, since we bounced all around anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Carl ended up being the man and taking his own life, so his parents, his best friends, wouldn't have to do it for them. Wouldn't have to do it and live with that on their hands.
Yeah.
And we show Rick and Michonne out burying Carl in the back, behind the church. And then we see a dream sequence with Negan and Judith.
My man.
He at Alexandria gardening like a motherfucker. Looking all delicious like a snack.
He always looking like a snack to me.
And I'm like, Carl, you going too far with your dream sequence. You're going too far.
Let him in. Let him in. Everybody else can stay out but Negan.
I know that probably had to piss Mike B off. He was probably like, hell no, he ain't go with us. And then the strangest thing happened. Then we see Rick sitting by an oak tree. Y'all know I always call big trees oak trees. I don't know what kind of tree it was for real. It had two
like stained glass
panels hanging down from the tree. Rick, like he had just woke up by that tree, covered in blood.
Got like one shot right here, you know, his hand.
Mm-hmm.
One hand though, you know, just because you're holding it.
Mm-hmm.
But he alone. I think he alone. I'm not sure.
He looked alone because he looked like he was shocked. Like, where the hell am I at?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened? Because at first I was thinking, okay, Carl shot himself. He had to carry that body to the grave. You know, he probably got blood on him from the grave. And now, you know, he's sitting there just like in a state of shock. But then we ran it back and showed it again. It was like, no, they was burying him. They didn't have not a drop of blood on them. But now he wake up by this tree.
So somebody got him.
Somebody got him,
and they wasn't smart enough to finish him off. And I mean, if they do, I'd be mad, and I probably wouldn't watch the show no more.
And if they got him in the stomach, we're gonna need Dr. Sadiq.
Yeah.
Because the other doctors, are they both dead?
I don't think they. No, both of them not dead.
Okay, I thought what happened to
the other one's still with the Savior, so we can't really do nothing.
Taking care of Gabriel.
Gabriel gonna die. He gonna die because he do not look okay at all.
So yeah, I think this was just like rounding out Morgan's story, rounding out Carl's story.
Yeah.
You know, bringing him to a close. Gavin is now gone. See you later. Bye bye. Henry is coming into a place where a dark place. He's coming to a dark place. Enid and all them don't know what's going on with Carl.
Ooh, yeah, they don't know.
They don't know a lot.
Nothing.
So it's going to be interesting. Like I said,
see what's going on.
Like I said, this wasn't as action packed as people would like it to be. It was, I would call it like a filler action.
Yeah.
Episode is a lot of emotion carrying us through it.
You know, a lot of people are gonna be mad.
A lot of people was mad. I saw some of the
so
tweets.
slow, and I'm like, y'all don't shut
A lot of
up.
people's like, I'm giving up on it. It's not giving me what I'm. I still like the show. I do, and I'm still gonna be here for it next week.
We didn't have so many slow seasons. Y'all be fine. We will all remember the farm. Get over it.
Because if y'all really realize this, season 8 and season 7 has all taken place within a 2-week time period.
So they really can't just rush it. They gotta.
Right. It's been
slow.
2 weeks. They've been carrying out this whole season 7 and season 8. It's all happened within a 2-week time period. So, yeah, it's a lot
not
that
all
happened.
season 7. Not the beginning.
The beginning.
Season 7.
Once Glenn and Abraham got killed?
Then, yeah, like I think.
This has all been 2 weeks since then.
Since then?
Yeah.
Yeah. But not like all of season 7.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah. Actually,
Yeah.
that don't. It don't sound right, but then it do at the same time.
Yeah. Because I started reviewing this show when Glenn and them got killed. That was the beginning of season 7. All of season 7 and all of season 8. This is all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
That's why Maggie still ain't showing.
I'm thinking the end of season 6.
Yeah, it's all of it. They carried it over from, yeah. So, that's the end of our recap review. You know, it wasn't like a whole but thank y'all for being here with us.
We probably missed so much because my brain is.
Yeah, if it's anything that y'all think we missed, drop it in the comment section. If y'all disagree or agree with anything we said, drop it in the comment section.
We missed the best part of the whole show.
What?
Morgan got into a nice little tussle, and I told him to poke the dude's eyeballs out, and he stuck his hand in his gut and ripped those intestines right out. And I thought that was the best thing. And Gavin was like,
"You're a monster."
Gavin dipped. He was gone. I was like, if I saw somebody shove their hand and saw somebody
in a bullet wound
and rip out their intestines, I'd be like, y'all are free. Y'all can go and do as you please. I'd be like, have fun. This is your place now.
Ezekiel Carroll was like, what is wrong with you, brother?
I would have did it too.
Calm down. Ezekiel like, we need to cease this.
Morgan was like, I got these entrails right here.
Boy. Yeah, Morgan done went all the way over.
It was dope.
Yeah, that was. He ripped out his motherfucking intestines. I was ready for
it. That was dope.
That was gangster. All right, y'all. I think we got it all covered. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.